Now I'm explaining my life again, just from replying to a couple of emails, basically. Now, I just finished writing an article. I wrote an article which is really a copy of another letter, also. So I combined two things, the article and the letter. Okay, this letter will. This letter, I just finished writing it. This is it right here. This is the letter. This is how I designed this. Like I'm a very good at graphics, so I designed my own Creole code and my no intelligent cloud social media replacement idea. And as I'm doing it, I'm patenting it. Basically, I make sure I put it in the article that I'm patenting it right here. So when they publish it, I get credit for it because I can't afford to patent it because I've been studying law recently and it's hard to patent things when you don't have simply $30 basically. So here it is. Here's the article, and this is the article, and here's the some of the things it's going on to. Okay, this is just one of them. Here you go. That's people think I just send stuff locally. Here goes another one. Here goes an article, viewpoints. Here goes another. My favorite newspaper, one of my favorite newspapers, The Guardian. That's in the UK. And then we go here. What's here? The typical news tribute today. I think that might be the UK if I can remember. Sorry about that. This is here you go. And most of all, let's see. I'm just explaining my day, how I operate. The Dispatch, that's one of my favorite things. I never really read it. I probably can't read every newspaper in the country, but he has his favorites, because, dude, I write, basically. I write books. So if I write books, I'm going to have stuff like this. And my things are going to look, and because I'm an IT genius too, things look very presentable. So when people get my stuff, they're like, whoever this is, we want to hire him at our newspaper because he is very, very professional and he always has different ideas every now and then. So this is a new idea. And then we got the Wall Street Journal, which is my favorite, one of my favorites. Here it goes, right there. Let me just give you some of the examples of things I've written over the years and months. Let's go to articles. I'll be sending it to more newspapers tomorrow. But here goes examples of articles I've sent. The last one was about AI, basically. So now I'm writing a theory. I have different economic theories I write about. Anytime I see something in the economy, I write it. That I'm that gifted. And the last thing was on the 31st of May was the last article I wrote. I usually write them more frequently, but recently I've been doing other things. Hold on. Here it goes. The cost of an AI-driven world. How AI will cost. That's simple. Nine, I put one. The Claude chatbot makes what was valued at 90 billion. Basically, y'all read the articles, and this is how it's designed, basically. When the newspaper see that, they love that. Okay, and then there you go. Making us in the morning is lots of work. It feeds the idea of us, of a product of us. I always have different sayings I put on. Let me fix that back. Different sayings I put, and stuff like this. When you write stuff like this, it tends to go into the Congress, the library of the government of the newspaper. So I'm marketing, and at the same time, everybody knows I do music. So when the people in the in the area that's artists seated, they love me because they know I'm the guy that talks about all kind of things, the government, finance, and all kind of things. So they see it in the UK, especially in the UK. They love reading the paper, so they love me basically. If I'm writing stuff like that to tell what AI is gonna do to the world, basically, and how it's gonna mess it up, they love that, and it's the truth, and it's backed up by research, so that I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Okay, and let me give you the last article before that, where I just write typical stuff about God, basically. That was the 8th of the 8th. Humble action. When a person tries, this is usually a sign they don't need to. When a person hardly tries, this is usually a sign they don't need to. For view you're missing is a different view in atmosphere. That's because they are beyond this world in wisdom and intelligence. That's pretty much a God thing, basically. I write things about God too. That was on the 8th, basically. And that was, what was that? Oh, that was 2025. Sorry. 8th 8 2025, and that was how it was looking. Just me at the bus stop, basically. And now back to what I was doing. That easy. That article was written in less than a half an hour basically. So now think about how much things I've accomplished in a day. That's why I'm telling y'all, my fans, we don't argue. We don't have time for all that. We're too busy actually doing something. Okay, now after that, let's explain the concept of Microsoft. Now, I said 20% margin of safety. Now, I write about stuff like this, the economy and stuff like that. I'm very good and gifted at finance and stuff like that. So the margin of safety is this. This is the margin of safety. That's a financial theory, basically. But it also works for short selling and options if you can use it in that aspect. So it's been 20%, and Microsoft is starting to go back up, along with Meta, basically. Now it's going up. Now it's going up, but that doesn't mean anything because it's still going to go down. It's just people just are just that's a fluctuation of the market. It'll probably go down more, but I'm just a safe person. I always take my wins or at a certain aspect or a different thing. I don't worry about making as much as possible, basically, and I try to leave before everybody else. So it can still go down like 5% tomorrow, 3 days, whatever. That's what the analyst is saying. That basically you're judging it by how much the income that Microsoft can take away from the recent loss in Linux in the UK, basically. That's all you're judging it about. You calculated it for that. That's all it is. Earnings and the loss of Linux and being replaced by Linux in the UK. And then now let's see what Meta is doing. And Meta is up again, but it can be down tomorrow. But that's the best part about selling options. You make money off the fluctuations. Look how it fluctuates. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's how you make the best. That's how the best for trading. Volatility. That's it.